I have a listening skill for the week. And so I'll just read you a little bit about it. The listening skill is listening for new possibilities. Have you ever noticed that there are times when life feels as if it has sped up? I think of waves rolling onto the shore. As soon as one is finished, the next one comes along. Sometimes the details of daily life show up like that. Before we know it, only the milestone sort of events in life, graduation and weddings, births and deaths, mark our life's journey. All too often, we just brace ourselves for the next wave rather than enjoy or be present with the one just passing by. We believe we have too much to do to take the time to reflect on the day or the event. How will we ever get it all done? And yet, by allowing ourselves to integrate our experience, there's more space for new possibilities. We feel alive and have energy. We're ready for the next wave and actually look forward to seeing how it builds and crests and tumbles. Reflection can take us to be better listeners, can teach us to be better listeners to ourselves, to God, and to others. Wisdom tells me there's something very important about taking time to acknowledge what happens each day. This is a part of my listening practice. It can take the form of a journal, a walk on the beach, a conversation with a close friend, or some quiet time with myself. I've learned to ask myself questions in order to become a more reflective listener to myself and others. Try asking these questions in your own practice. What just happened? What did I learn from that? How did I grow from that? What's next for me? How did this impact others in my life? How does it relate to patterns in my past? What learning can I share with others? Taking the time to explore these questions opens us up to the creative possibilities in listening. The key is to give ourselves permission to do nothing, to value our experience enough to honor it with silence, to daydream without feeling guilty. When we do, we will approach our listening with others renewed, refreshed, and with a sense of awe and wonder. New possibilities will show themselves when we listen this way. So this week we will listen for new possibilities. Listen from your experience to discover new possibilities. Yummy, yummy. So I will leave you with that to get your stuff accomplished, and we will, which I love what you just shared because it really kind of brings us around to our listening lesson for the week. And that was listening for new possibilities. So that kind of was like, oh, sounds like maybe there was some new possibilities in your weekend, what have you. But that is what we are bringing to this week. Did anything stir up for you around listening for new possibilities, Becky? Or anything for you, Nancy, that just putting that out there? I know you didn't get the whole reading, but
yeah, I think for me, like that could very well be like how, my meal planning seemed to go fast because I just thought about what are the things that we haven't had in a while that we really enjoyed. And the new possibility in my hour was going back to what we knew we liked, that was good, that we had been away from for too long, right? That we wanted to get back to. So bringing that back into our life was the possibility of getting back into it maybe. But I love that you're sharing these listening skills that you're working on, because I don't know, are these weekly? Is this like a weekly thing that you have? Or because I asked weekly, I don't know if you've mentioned it's weekly, but in my on purpose journal, I'm now putting that in as my weekly focus. So I filled out my journal and put that, because that was something that I wasn't utilizing, is the week. So this is week 31. week 31, I just remember your shirt last week and everything. Um,
Love
week
it.
31 purpose. So I put in there, listen for new possibilities as my focus for the week. So are these weekly focuses that you're doing, or what was the,
Yeah,
um,
this is our 4th week, and Monday mornings are, putting a new listening skill out there. So it's, around the sacred art of listening. So just really being present with the listening skills and the different, subtleties, that we can listen with. So yeah, each Monday morning, we will have a listening, um skill or just a new way, a new subtlety to listen to life and the people around us and ourselves, you know?
yeah,
Uh,
I love that, the perspective, the perspective to think through, with the week. So I think the last 2 weeks when I've caught, at the beginning of the week when you're sharing with the listening skills, I've been putting that as the focus for my purpose for the week, because I wasn't utilizing that space in my journal. So my focus this week is to listen for the new possibilities.
ooh, I love that. I love, love, love that. That is so good. Yes, using the journal in and having all this stuff weave together. It is there's so much possibility there too. Like it's just like a basket. Like starting our week, like this is a thread, or what do you use to weave baskets? What is that stuff called? I don't even know because I don't weave
Um,
baskets, but or I kind of do. An
well, you can
imagine.
use all sorts of things. I mean, you can use,
Look at that. Is that wicker? Like
yeah, there's
that?
like
What do you call
there's
that?
braided rope you could use. I mean, you can use twigs. You can use actually tree branches.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
building weaving a basket throughout the week and and I know we've also talked about, picking up our treasures, those little synchronicities through the week, and putting them in there to um, shake out or look at on Friday or Saturday, Freedom Friday, like what's in my basket from the week. So just a thought of visual, because I know I know Becky and I'm not sure about you for sure, Nancy, so I don't want to say it, but we're visual people. Like I want to see
Oh, yeah. Yep.
that I want to have that visual to compare it to. So yeah, weaving a basket together throughout the week. So this is one of our twigs to weave our basket to hold our stuff, our possibilities for the week.
I like that. I like that. And I think about too, oh, I guess it's 8, but, I'm gonna
It
invite
is,
Stephanie in. Um,
and I'll hand it over to you.
okay, thanks.
Did you have one last thing you wanted to share?
Well, I was actually I'm ready to segue into decide because
Okay, perfect.
so good morning, Stephanie. Good to see you. We are just at the top of our decide hour. And we ended last hour talking about listening for new possibilities. And it made me realize that when we're listening, sometimes that requires us to tune in to how we decide to use the new possibilities. So, just a thought as we move through this hour, what are we listening for? And then how can we decide to even deciding to listen, right? That's a decision, taking the time to listen. So, I would love to celebrate with each of you, Beth, Faith, Sister B. What can we celebrate with you? Oops, and I see you're moving into another room.
Yep, I'm moving into another room. So I'm celebrating new possibilities this week. I got a few things stirring up on my heart that I want to put out there for myself. So I'm just kind of feeling around those possibilities. So I'm going to celebrate that, our conversation, and just I'm going to celebrate the new possibilities this week, and I'm going to be open to putting them in my basket.
Ooh, I love that. You're so good on analogies. So, yeah. Thank you, Sister B. Stephanie, what can we celebrate with you?
The recording is still going. Uh,
Oh, nice.
and I am celebrating